The European Commission has published its winter economic forecast for this year and the next, which includes information on GDP trends, budgetary deficits and public debts for EU member countries. The latest figures show an increased forecast for Croatia's growth of 2.1% from 1.4%, but it has been stressed that economic recovery will be limited due to high debt in both the private and the public sectors. The Parliament discussed the report on the work of the Croatian Health Insurance Fund for 2014. It has been established that the pension system has been short as much as 17 billion kuna for years, while an average pension stands at 2.2 thousand kuna, which makes up some 39% of the average wage. At today's government cabinet session, the government has decided to allocate an additional 1.8 million kuna for the providing of care for migrants. Also, a decision on changes to the law on strategic investment projects was adopted, the move enabling the speeding up of the implementation of projects through facilitating the gathering of necessary documents. An initiative pooling culture professionals entitled Culture Workers 2016 has handed an appeal for the dismissal of Minister of Culture Zlatko Hasanbegovic to the government. The appeal contains more than 1,000 signatures of people working in the field of culture as well as several hundred signatures of regular citizens. They're stressing that Hasanbegovic has no experience in leading cultural institutions and stressed that some of his statements are preposterous. More than 70 international organizations and states are taking part in the London Syrian Donors Conference, which expects to gather billions of euros to help the war-ravaged country. President Kolinda Grabar-Kitarovic is representing Croatia, the country pledging €1 million assistance in the next 4 years. A new invasive species, the American blue crab, has been discovered in Croatia's Vransko Jezero lake. So far, only a few males and a single female have been caught, but biologists are warning to be vigilant as the species represents a threat to the very fragile Vransko Jezero ecosystem. And in sports, the Cibona Zagreb basketball team has been successful, making it into the next round of the FIBA's Eurocup. They managed to beat their host Lavra 93-92. And in Water Polo Champions League, Jug has outplayed Partizan by 12 goals to 4. Turning to the weather, clearing up from the west this afternoon, some precipitation still possible in the east and the south of the country where thundery showers remain a possibility. Bora to weaken by the evening, but it will still be strong in the central and southern Adriatic with gale force gusts expected, possibly bringing a few snowflakes to the islands. Sea moderate to choppy, very choppy in the open in places. Top temperatures mainly between 2 and 7 degrees, 8 to 12 in the Istrian and Dalmatian hinterland and the Adriatic. Light precipitation possible overnight inland and some wetness expected tomorrow morning in the east of the country. More settled and warmer during the weekend, particularly on Saturday, but there may be some foggy patches in the morning, dispersed later by southerly and southwesterly winds. Southeasterly winds to gain force along the coast, while Bora to continue just on Friday. It will become cloudier with the possibility of rain in the northern Adriatic as early as Saturday, spreading to other parts of the country by Sunday.